Happy birthday, everybody. Welcome to Seriously, where we take cereals seriously. My name is Alex, and I eat and review hundreds of cereals a year in order to help you get the most out of your cereal experience. Every week, we spend time together checking out what's new and exciting in the cereal world or exploring old favorites. Today on Seriously, we're embracing the winter season by trying a brand new flavor of Life cereal from Quaker. Here it is, Hot Cocoa Life. Life cereal has been around since 1961 and is billed as a multigrain cereal because it includes oat, corn, and wheat flour. It has a unique checked square pattern that's unmistakable, and I've always loved personally how each individual piece may seem delicate, but together they make quite a hearty cereal. When I was a kid in the 80s, the "Hey, Mikey likes it" commercials were huge, but those turned out to be a little bit of a "Luke, I am your father" situation, because the real line from the commercials isn't "Hey, Mikey likes it." It's "He likes it. Hey, Mikey," which makes way less sense. Still, it was a great classic commercial. You should check it out on YouTube. Now, there is, according to their official website, a chocolate Life out there, but I haven't seen it in my area for years, and I look pretty hard. And anyway, this isn't that. This is very specifically Hot Cocoa Life. I love this cozy box design. This warm mug and these pine trees are a promise that this isn't just chocolate. It's specifically hot cocoa, which I take to include some notes of cream or maybe even marshmallows. We'll have to see if it lives up to my ideas. Well, let me say two things about this cereal before we try it. First, it was crazy hard for me to find this one. It was released a few months ago in certain places in the US, but I searched for months in my area with no luck. In fact, just a funny note, one night a few weeks ago, in the midst of my ongoing search for this cereal, I was watching a YouTube video about the most expensive grocery store in America, which it turns out is located in Barrow, Alaska. Everything at their grocery store is super expensive because Barrow is the northernmost city in the US, so it's hard to ship products there to stock the shelves. But still, in the background of a few shots was, you guessed it, Hot Cocoa Life. They could get it in northern Alaska, but at that time, I couldn't get it in Los Angeles. Finally, I happened to find a box at my local Aldi, of all places. That was crazy. One last funny thing, I cannot believe the wording on this box. Remember, they're promising to aim at the elusive hot cocoa flavor, but they left this wording so open and nebulous. And I wonder if it was just to play it safe. It says, "Nothing like hot cocoa." That could either mean that it's right on, there's nothing like hot cocoa flavor, or it could be pre-admitting that they blew it and they know it. This is going to be nothing like hot cocoa. I just love that weird wording that they left on the box. But what do you think? I'd love for you to let me know in the comments if you've tried this cereal, what you thought. Or if you haven't tried it, let me know if you've seen it in your area and if you think you're going to pick it up. Because maybe you've got the same questions as me. Will these really be something different or more than just regular chocolate flavor? Will they help us make it through this cold and blustery winter? Were they worth my 3-month hunt for them? Friends, it's time to eat some cereal. Hey, if you made it this far, you are awesome. There's nothing like a person like you. Would you do me one more favor? Would you like this video? That would really help me out. All right, I think I am ready. I have got my bowl, I've got my spoon, I've got my milk, and of course, I've got the cereal of the hour. I'm noticing here on the side, it actually also is doing a little commercial for Quaker Hot Cocoa Oatmeal. Still, they're really going all in on this hot cocoa flavor that they've invested in. But let's open these things up, see what they look like in a bowl. I ripped the bag in 2 different places. Oh, it's one of these backwards boxes. Quaker does this where it puts its opening flap the other direction than every other cereal company. There we go. There is the front of the box for you to see while we try it. Well, it looks interesting. It's got those same flecks of sugar inside of the cereal pieces themselves. I always really like that. It's quite dark and came out really fast from the bag. But this looks like tried and true Life cereal, so it all is going to rest on whether or not they got the hot cocoa flavor right. So let's give a try to Hot Cocoa Life. Well, the things I like about it right off the bat are the things that make Life cereal Life cereal. I love the flakiness of the individual cereal pieces. I love that sugary bite that happens inside. There's real crystals of sugar still inside of this lattice. The cocoa flavor itself is pretty good, but dry. It definitely tastes like eating a spoonful of dry hot cocoa mix, which is not the intention. So I would say eating this stuff dry is not the way to go. Hopefully, putting some milk on it brings that cocoa to life as it would if you were drinking actual hot cocoa. All right, we got milk in it. Let us give a try to hot cocoa life in milk. Oh my gosh, so much better. Immediately, the milk highlighted two things that were amazing. First, it brought out even more of the lifeness of this Life cereal, the sugar crystals inside of the lattice. This doesn't have much of a crunch, but it has much more of a great bite down to it. And then the cocoa flavor really came to life in the milk. Definitely don't eat this stuff dry. Definitely worth pouring some milk into your bowl. Let me give it another try. Well, this may be the worst format in the world to eat Life cereal because even on that second bite, it was already going a little bit soggy. That's just the nature of Life cereal. I got to eat more of this and I got to eat fast. Boy, I'm surprised at how well this fits into the Life family. Sometimes when cereals go chocolate, go cocoa, they take on a far too dark tone. They really try to prove a point. This is a very light, a very refreshing chocolate version of a cereal that I love. I don't know that I could recognize a difference between chocolate versus this being cocoa, but I can tell you this does taste like cocoa, especially in the milk. That creaminess mixed with the sweetness of the cereal really does make it taste quite wonderful. Something very curious that I hope you can see is that it is barely doing anything to the color of the milk that I put in. I'm glad they didn't say anything about it on the box because that would have been a lie. It really is staying the same white milk that I poured in with a very small change. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it certainly took me by surprise. Well, this cereal is made up of little delicate pieces, and each of those pieces sucked in the milk. And so now, even halfway through, it's almost inedibly soggy. That's not good, but it's also not unique to this Life cereal. That's what all Life cereals do. When I eat Life correctly, I usually put just a little bit of milk on it or eat several smaller bowls. But what you should not do is what I did today, which is a full bowl of this stuff with a full dollop of milk on top. It sogged super fast. As far as ratings go, I really did have a good time. That wasn't the cereal's fault that it went soggy. That was my slow pacing and chatting with you guys. Overall then, I would give this a 3.5. If you can find a box of this in your area, I think it's worth checking out. Maybe it will give you the cocoa feels. If you live someplace that's struggling with snowstorms and winter cold this season, you can snuggle up to a box of hot cocoa life. There's nothing like hot cocoa life. Well, my friends, we have done it all. We talked, we ate. We're glad we avoided having to travel all the way to Barrows, Alaska for this cereal, but it would have been worth it if we had needed to. And for now, it's enough. If you want to try today's cereal for yourself, remember I found mine at Aldi. I hope you have one of those in your area. Now listen, if you haven't yet, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with what cereal we should look at together in a future episode. Until then, never be soggy, my friends. Bye-bye.